Piker, the pretty popular Twitch streamer, also nephew of one Cenk Uygur at TYT, kind of blew up Twitter today because he bought a house recently in Los Angeles, a $2.7 million house, 3,800 square feet, Mediterranean-style home located in the Beverly Grove neighborhood. Home has 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths. Streams on Twitch, worked for the Young Turks, co-founded by his uncle. And then, so you have some people on the left, some people who identify as socialists, criticizing Hassan for buying this home in LA. So this is one take from Alexis Isabel. Just flat out unethical to be profiting off socialism and buying yourself a $3 million home in a state that has one of the biggest homelessness rates in the country, said Alexis Isabel, who describes herself as a socialist. If you're mad, I find this to be gross and unprincipled behavior. I really don't care. Piker responded, you literally have a Patreon link on your profile, LMAO. So I don't know, pretty interesting that he was getting this blowback for buying this nice home, not like a mansion or anything crazy. Again, 3,800 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths. But again, what would be okay from these people's perspective who are, against this? Should he just remain a renter his whole life? Is there a certain number that would be okay as far as housing costs for him to get? Is it the owning the house? Is it the cost? What about it exactly?
What's happening?
Well, this guy, Hassan Piker guy, he's a pretty famous Twitch streamer, and he just bought this house in Los Angeles for $3 million. And again, he's gotten all of his money through his own labor, through, streaming on Twitch and then posting on, YouTube, and then working for TYT. And a lot of people, on the left are criticizing him for that. So this person said, just flat out unethical to be profiting off socialism, buying yourself a $3 million home in a state is one of the highest homeless rates in the country. And then, but I mean, again, that's not, for Los Angeles, that's not a crazy amount of money. And what would have been an okay amount for him to spend on a home? Because I think if you consider yourself on the left, if you identify as a socialist or communist, you should be okay with people having, nice things. This isn't an insane house that Hassan has. It's nice. Yes, it's nice, but we want to create a world where everybody will be able to have nice things like this nice home that Hassan was able to buy in LA. I don't know. And then, so this is Hassan replying. Oh, so the way we generate income is identical. It's just the amount that bothers you. Got it. This is a real great look for the PSL web, by the way. Didn't realize Marxism wasn't about the relation to the means of production, but about arbitrary cultural signifiers assigned by reactionaries. Yeah, I like this. I am a true leftist, and by that I mean I live in a tent and don't work a job under capitalism. Yeah, exactly. What?
He wished he lived in a tent. He loves going camping.
I do. But again, the people that are criticizing this, saying it's unethical to buy a $3 million home. Okay, what about 2? What about 1.5? What about 1 million? What about 500,000? People can have nice things and still be identified as leftist, as socialist. And from all of the Hassan content I've came across, and I don't consume a lot of it, but he definitely comes from a leftist, anti-capitalist, kind of socialist, Marxist perspective.
So I have a question. Are you on his side?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with him having this nice home. Again,
It's his money.
he generated all this income through his labor, through streaming on Twitch, which it seems like he does quite often, like multiple hours each day. That's still work. People like what he has to
Like
say.
his content.
Yeah, they like his content, so they donate, they become subscribers, or whatever, however that he makes his money through Twitch. He's been very successful, and as a result, doesn't have to rent anymore, is able to buy his own home. That's a good thing. We want to talk about how under a socialist economic system or communism, everybody's standard of living would be increased, so there would be greater possibility for all of us to have nice things, including a home like Hassan just got in LA.
It's his money. Whatever he does with it's his money, so I don't really care. I have nice things. I have some nice purses, which I like to kind of collect a little bit. So I have nice purses, nice clothes. We have this, are we renting?
Mm-hmm.
We have this nice 2-bedroom duplex, which we are looking for a house in like the 300 price range. In Texas, you're able to get that like basically a good sized property, more than you would like, Toddy.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like this. I make a pledge to my followers and listeners. I will never stop renting. I love leases. I'm never going to stop. If I have kids, I'll make it so they have to pay rent on the places I rented when I died. I will rent places in cities I will never even visit. Again, yeah, people are criticizing him. What do they want? Do they want him to just stay in his apartment? Do they want him living to move out, buy like a little shithole house? Would that make him a more pure leftist or socialist? Again, I think this criticism is really, really ridiculous. I don't know, but that's just me.
Yeah, it wasn't really correct for them to do that. I don't know
Socialism
why.
is when no home, yeah.
I don't know why they are doing that, because it's not their money that he's spending.
Well, I mean, probably some of it comes from like jealousy, them maybe wishing that they had that level of success or income to be able to get something like that. Yeah. But again, I think it just under socialism or communism, everybody's standard of living would be so high that we could all have really nice things, like a nice home that he was able to buy in LA through his work. I don't agree with this take by Caleb Maupin. Abolish billionaires is anti-Marxist. Communism means vast abundance. We're not going to be able to have a world full of billionaires and a functioning society, but I don't know. So again, what does that say? Oh, it says Hassan, we should improve society somewhat. Yet you participate in society. Curious. I am very intelligent. All of Twitter. I don't know. I don't really care.
That's pretty.
I don't know if that was the house or not.
That's pretty.
I just don't think
Disneyland or Disney World. I can't really tell either apart really that much. If you can, props to you.
I don't know. I just don't think it's really it seems like a much more attractive message to say, like, as a socialist, as a communist, we want to create society, create a world in which everybody will be able to have their material conditions met. Everybody will be able to have a nice home, high quality education, healthcare, water, electricity, internet, mental health care, food, cultural needs, etc.
Yeah.
As opposed to saying, no, like, we're going to create that world, but everybody's standard of living will decrease. We'll have to live in, these little shanties or whatnot. It's like, no, we need to
Little
talk
tents
about how we'd be able to
or
use
something. But I agree with Todd, and I'm gonna go get ready for bed because it's
almost
10:30.
10:30.
So peace, guys.
Looks like here is the home, right? I mean, it is nice. I'd live there for sure. Nice little dining room. I'd definitely get. That's fucking stupid. I'd get rid of that. Nice kitchen. It's like kind of living room area. Got a pool outside. Nice bathroom. Wow, that's a nice shower. Little outdoor patio. Socialist loser being hypocritical and using capitalism for his own benefit. Color me shocked. Yeah, pretty interesting. Again, I just don't see why all this vitriol is coming at him for being able to have the means to get a nice home. Again, what do people expect? Like he just needs to continue to rent. He could only get a home that's worth 500,000, 400,000. Like, what is the limit? Like, or is it just people didn't like him before, and this just gives them, reason to shit on him more? I don't know. Pretty interesting. Let me know your thoughts down below about this. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike it. That's also cool. Subscribe for more content. Become a patron if you're so inclined. All power to the people. Peace. Much love.